Hello everyone, it's a sad, sad day. The Queen Elizabeth II has passed away, and I did predict it. So thank you for being here. I am Lamarr Townsend. Yes, I know I have a new wig. I'm also a drag queen and a makeup artist. So thank you for being here. I am a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And 8 months ago, I did a reading on Queen Elizabeth, and I predicted something was going to happen exactly 8 months later from that reading, which is today. And here we are. Queen Elizabeth, unfortunately, has passed away. It's been announced. So, let's do a predicted it. What's even more interesting is that last night, the night before it was announced that she passed, I actually did a reading on her as well. We had a whole live dedicated to her last night. So we'll watch a little bit of that. You can watch that on your own time, but I just want to do a quick predicted it. I have some other things to do. I have clients to get to. I have a meeting to get to. Actually, I'm late for. So, and I've been in drag all day. I've been posting content on Patreon, and it's been a busy day. I've been getting emails and text messages and DMs from you all telling me that she's passed and that I had predicted it. So, here I am. Let's do a predicted it. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Lisa. I'm loving the pixie cut. Thank you. Yeah, I bought a new wig today, so I figured, I'd come on with a new wig, honey child. All right. And I thank you guys for liking it. I do like that it shows off the makeup a bit more. Hi, Yuhi. Thank you for being here. So, you guys, if you do want a personal reading from me, it is, you can text me at 703-791-9162. You can email me at lamarrtownsend@gmail.com. And you can also visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com as well. All right? Hi, Sabrina. Thank you for being here. If you would like a reading, give me a second. If you would like a reading, this is my website. This is where you can contact me. lamarrtownsendtarot.com once again. You can check out my Twitch monthly horoscopes, which is where I do those on Twitch. Also, September is out. I did that today too. I just uploaded a class to Patreon about love herbs and love foods to help draw love into you. Also, check out my podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Anchor, and more. You can scroll down, read the reviews from people who have actually purchased readings from me. Follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook, where I also post. And keep in touch with me on the store section of my website if you would like a reading, particularly. I do birth chart readings, both compatibility and individual birth chart readings. I do mediumship readings if you want to connect to those who have passed on in the spiritual realm. I do past life readings if you want to learn about your past lives. I do phone psychic tarot readings, email psychic tarot readings, video recorded psychic tarot readings where you send your questions, and then I record myself doing your reading, and then I email you the video link for your reading to keep. I do astrology classes, tarot classes, spiritual self-development classes, dream interpretation readings, and there's a price point for everyone. I also do candles, so definitely check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. All right, thank you all for being here, and do not hesitate to reach out. And for those of you who are waiting for your readings to come back in, coming soon. It does highlight the makeup. Yeah, that's why I think I like it. I think I like the pixie cut because it highlights the makeup really well. But I do love, Cleopatra looks good in new Cleopatra looks good in anything, period. This is a sad occasion, however, which is why I'm wearing my black, and my pearls. These are pearls. These are actual pearls. These are mother of pearls. So I thought it was very classy, like for the Queen. So 8 months ago, I did a reading on the Queen, and I predicted a few things. So let's go ahead and take a look at this reading I did on Queen Elizabeth last year. Let's see what came true. Then we'll take a look at the video I did on Queen Elizabeth last night, and we'll see what came true there. All right, a little bit. We'll watch a little bit. All right, I don't have too long. All right. But this is a predicted it. It's a sad predicted it. I did predict that the Queen would pass exactly this date, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look. And yes, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you, Yuhi. So, I have my video already pulled up. You can go to my channel, type in Queen Elizabeth. It's the most recent one. Actually, it says 10 months ago, actually. I didn't realize that. It was posted almost a year ago on October 28th, 2021. All right. So once again, this is a reading I did on Queen Elizabeth almost a year ago, 10 months ago. Let's see what came true. Hi YouTube, how are you? I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And in this video, I will be doing an updated reading on Queen Elizabeth. Yesterday or a couple days ago, I did a reading on the tarot class, as you will usually within 1 to 2 days. Thank you for protecting the energies, thoughts, minds, and emotions of those watching this video. Please let Queen Elizabeth's angels, deities, ancestors to know that we come in peace. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, and amen. I think she looks lovely in this photo right here. I love the cut of this outfit, this print. I'm wondering who makes her. I wonder who made this. It looks like Chanel. But it could be, I don't know. I love the fabric. Anyway, the first card I get for Queen Elizabeth is the Two of Swords. So there's something where I feel like this could be a reflection of her, but I feel like it's a reflection of the kingdom, the castle, the royal crown, the royal family. Which is also her. It's a part of her. It's a part of her self-image. It's been ingrained in that way. I think since birth or since she was queen, it's always been, this is who I am, you know. But there's something about the crown, the royal kingdom, the royalty that is changing, that's shifting. I feel like with this new generation, this new era, and it's kind of becoming, she's always going to be Queen Elizabeth. She's always going to be queen of the royals, you know what I'm saying, and legendary and iconic, but it's becoming, how do I further cement myself in this new generation? Because it seems like previously, and I want to say maybe as far as 5 years ago, she wasn't worried about this. She's kind of like, I'm going to be queen. I could, you know, pass away tomorrow. Thank God she didn't, right? And, you know, still be iconic, legendary, and I don't have to worry about my imprint and the impact of my imprint being wiped away. But there's something about this new generation coming up where it's like, oh, wait. I feel out of touch with the times. There's something about being out of touch with the times. I feel like maybe there's one child in particular, it could also be a grandchild that is either, I feel like an undertaking or her undertaking. So maybe someone is learning a lot from her or learning her duties. There's something about, you've been knighted. You are now next to the crown or next to kin, something like that. Definitely could be a male. Alright, in particular, and it shows up as one of the children, one of the siblings, particularly maybe could be a Gemini energy, maybe they have Gemini in their chart, or definitely could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, as they show up as the King of Pentacles. I get the Three of Cups showing up next, which shows up in the placement of family, home, the royal kingdom, the royal castle. Threes can also deal with outlying territories. So these could be also, this could also deal with territories that aren't necessarily centralized in the UK or wherever the royal kingdom is at. But as far as the queen, I get a lot of family energy around her. I do think, I mean, there is a little worry about the crown, or a little worry about how things will go once she inevitably does, you know, kind of transition into the spiritual realm. There's something about, man, I hope it doesn't turn into, you know, a crap show, or man, I hope things don't implode, or there's a little worry there. So I feel like whoever this male figure is that's next to kin, that's next to the crown, she's really, like, you know, pumping him up, and it's like, you really, you know, I've really, you know, got to trust in you. I've really got to know that you can handle this, you know, once. Because I think there's something also where I want to say these last 5 years, it's really started to settle in that, you know, I'm not going to be here forever. You know, I don't know when my time is up. You know, we don't know when her time is up. Only Spirit knows that. But there's something where she knows, you know, it's inevitable to come soon. And I literally don't know why I hear that in her voice. You know, so it's like she's kind of rearing everyone up, like, you know, you gotta, you know, toughen up and get it together. You guys know I'm not gonna be here forever to keep all of this up and to be the glue. It's very like, you know, matriarch of the family energy, actually. You know, in the matriarch, you know, the great grandma, the grandma, the great granddad, granddad, you know, that everyone, you know, they go to their house and everyone, you know, looks to for advice and things like that. When they leave, it's like, oh man, now everyone has to figure it out. But then also secrets come out, you know, it's like there's a lot. Yeah, there's preparations, and I get the number 8, so I don't know if this is 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, but there's preparations for should she transition, you know, whether it be timely or untimely, there is preparations, there are things put in place. I feel like a little bit secretive so as to not kickstart things for the greed, you know, kind of thing. Well, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the pensions or whatever, that kind of thing. It's like, you know, you only get it when so and so passes, and they passed for, you know, 10 years or so. It feels like that kind of energy. Like there could be those things put in place, obviously, but she doesn't want like people to know about it because it's like, you know, I don't know. I guess people can be dirty. You can read between the lines, can't you? Irregardless, though, I do get abundance around the queen. You know, I don't know what is going on with this queen, but she shows up as full of life, spiritual energy, and life, and abundance in that way. Um, hold on, you guys. So I have to. Wendy just made a good point. So did you guys just hear me say I got the number 8? Let me rewind that. Today's the 8th. Today's September 8th. I'm shook. Bitch, I'm shook. I don't mean to cuss for the queen. I'm sorry, queen. But honey, I said 8. Today's the 8th. Let's take a look one more time, okay? Listen and watch, okay? Thing. Well, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the pensions or whatever, that kind of thing. It's like, you know, you only get it when so and so passes, and they passed for, you know, 10 years or so. It feels like that kind of energy. Like there could be those things put in place, obviously, but she doesn't want like people to know. I think I went. You know, kind of. Let me go a little bit farther back. There's preparations, and I get the number. Oh man, no. Alright, you guys. This is a predicted it. If there was ever predicted it, this is a predicted it, period. We just had a troll come in and said anyone could predict it. Honey. Are you sure about that? Geocosmic Valentine says, Lamarr, I think when you picked that card for 12 and you said 12 weeks, 12 days, or 12 months, it was actually about 12 hours. I think you had 12 hours the other day. What do you mean? Brittany posted something about 8 on her IG. Diane somewhere smile justice. So today's September 8th. It was confirmed today on the 8th that Queen Elizabeth passed. Let's take one more look. The day before yesterday when you did that reading. I'm going to have to look back at it, Gio. Are you talking about last night? Let's take a look one more time. Remember, today's the 8th, and I say 8. Something about the number 8. Pay attention. This is a predicted it. You got to pay attention when you have predicted it. You got to read between the lines. Listen, let's listen, all right? Now everyone has to figure it out. But then also secrets come out, you know, it's like there's a lot. Yeah, there's preparations, and I get the number 8, so I don't know if this is 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, but there's preparation. Let's listen one more time. One more time. Let's go back a little ways. One more time. Just one more time. Just in case no one heard it. One more time. Yeah, there's preparations, and I get the number 8, so I don't know if this is 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, but there's preparation. The 8th house is associated with passing and inheritance. Exactly. It makes sense. Exactly, Celestial Sleuth. You look very nice tonight. Thank you, See Me. I don't know. I feel like I'm giving like a Missy Elliott video kind of vibe. I can't stand the rain. I don't know. I like this wig. All right. Geocosmic. I heard right, Spooky. Geocosmic says, I've been on this all day because I predicted from Charles's chart way back on March 17th. But you got it within hours. I was thinking about it when I heard it today. We're going to listen to that one, yesterday's reading, after this one. Layla says, she planned Princess Diana's death. Now she will meet her. Ooh. The wig looks great on you. Thank you, See Me. Ecliptical says, look beautiful and gorgeous. Great prediction. Thank you, Ecliptical. Yes, you look very sassy. Thank you, Celestial Sleuth. Yes, you are serving Missy Elliott. Yes. I kind of live for it, you guys, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm giving, no shade to the lesbians, but I feel like I'm giving lesbian a little bit of butch vibes, and I'm kind of living for it. Like Pink, but Pink's allegedly not a lesbian. Anyway, let me stop before I keep reading, alright? Hi, everybody. Hi, Angel. Thank you for being here. Alright, let's get back to the video, you guys, okay? For should she transition? You know, whether it be timely or untimely, there is preparations, there are things put in place. I feel like a little bit secretive so as to not kickstart things for the greed, you know, kind of thing. Well, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the pensions or whatever, that kind of thing. It's like, you know, you only get it when so-and-so passes, and they passed for, you know, 10 years or so. It feels like that kind of energy. Like, there could be those things put in place, obviously, but she doesn't want, like, people to know about it, because it's like, you know, I don't know. I guess people can be dirty. You can read between the lines, can't you? Ooh. Irregardless, though, I do get abundance around the queen. You know, I don't know what is going on with this queen, but she shows up as full of life, spiritual energy, and life, and abundance in that way. But I don't know why I'm hearing burial. Oh my God, no! Wait a minute. So there's too much going on. So first of all, I have to get to Yuhi's. Yes, I did that prediction. Apparently another prediction's coming out. I said something about burial, child. Ooh, child, there's a lot going on. Okay, so Yuhi says, Twitter users are memeing Trisha Paytas' baby daughter as being the reincarnation of Queen, child. Allegedly, after the child was born 3 minutes after Elizabeth passed. We don't know yet. Trisha did die late. Well, you know what, to be honest with you, I do love Trisha Paytas, and I'm excited for her to have to have her child. So, did she have the child? I'm kind of like really excited for her, actually. It's sad under the circumstances, but you know, she's a troll anyway. You know, we love trolls over here too. So, alright. That doesn't mean trolls come in the chat, okay? But we do love to troll the trolls, alright, on this channel. Celestial Sleuth says, oh my God, I heard that about Trisha. Maybe that's how Twitter deals with death. Maybe. Did she have her baby, though? It's sad. Harry was too late to see his grand before she passed. I know, and we just did a reading on him, too. Like, that's why I always trust Spirit. Because, you know, I always feel like if Spirit tells me to read someone, there's a reason. So, literally, we read Queen Elizabeth last night, and the night before... Oh, you guys, we have to watch the Harry video. Because I said in the Harry video that he would end up going back to the palace due to the Queen. That's another predicted it. We have a lot of predicted it's here. When I saw everyone heading to Balmoral Castle, I knew something was up. I saw the flag slowly lowered at half-mast live. We are officially in 10 days of mourning. I heard that on the radio on my way to the grocery store. This is earth-shattering. Yeah, we were just yesterday. I know, AB. Okay, let's finish this video. Then we'll go to the last... No, let's finish this video. We'll go to Harry's video. And then we'll go to last night's video on the Queen. Okay, because there's a lot of predicted hits we have here. Alright, let's keep going. I think we're gonna start hearing burial. Alright, let me go back a little bit. By the way, for those of you coming in, keep in mind, once again, this reading that we're watching was uploaded almost a year ago on October 28th, 2021. Alright? But I don't know why I'm hearing burial. I think we're going to start to see some interesting things take place. Maybe ceremonies or rituals take place with the kingdom, with the crown, with the royals. And I feel like it's all in preparation for the queen. I don't know if they know of a passing that could potentially happen, or if there's fears of this. Like, I don't know if she's, I'm hoping she's in good health, for example, right? But there's something about, even if that were the case, they would keep it under wraps. Until it's absolutely necessary to say something. Now, I will say, if we don't see the queen out and about, and she's tending to stay more in the castle and not be seen in the public, then there should be some worries, all right? Accurate. But I feel like until then, it's business as usual. I do get abundance around her, once again. I get something about next of kin, and I don't know why I'm seeing overseas affairs, or an affair that, in terms of a country or state she owns that's outside of the United Kingdom, maybe, or there's something with that shows up here. And just keeping things in line, maintaining the royal crown, maintaining the royal kingdom. There's also something about grandchildren. We may see her more with her grandchildren, or grandchildren energy. But I see William as, like, being very prominent in some way. Like, we may see him with grandma more. I feel like that's a sign. Like, it's like these kind of ceremonial things where it's like it's a ceremony, but it doesn't seem like it's a ceremony. Kind of thing. There's also media, dealing with the media. So I'm also seeing like a family photo or new updated photos for the royal kingdom. Like, there's something where it's like there's a ceremony going on that is upcoming soon. All right. I even feel like maybe Prince Harry may be called back in, perhaps in some way, shape, or form. So we wish the queen the best. It's just beautiful to see someone grow old. You guys, I mentioned Prince Harry, so that means we need to watch the Prince Harry video next. Let's watch that, because there's a predicted it there too, okay? Alright. So the next two videos we're going to watch are more recent, as in like the last 2 days recent, alright? The next video we're going to watch is the Prince Harry video, because I do have a predicted it in this video, and this was on September 5th, 2022. It is currently, I have Mac, as you can see, September 8th, 2022. So this was 3 days ago. All right. That's my first question, and then we can get into any questions you all have. Maybe we can our royal, people, which, as we can see, he does stuff like that just so his name is not out. This actually shows up in the placement of international affairs, open-mindedness, his culture, his personal beliefs and opinions. He has been kind of shunned out from the royals. I mean, he hasn't been completely shunned out, but I feel like there's something about the way they treated him that kind of left a bad taste in his mouth, and kind of like maybe was a little bit traumatizing, actually. Like, just kind of shocking, like, oh my god, like, you would actually treat me that way? Like, I can't believe, like, it's like that kind of thing, like, I get from him. Which I think fuels him, though, to create something for himself in America. I think that's what's fueled him to create something for himself in America. Is being shunned, a little bit shunned from the royal family in the UK, to be honest with you. Prince Harry official says, hello, American. Inform me of the show. Good evening. Ciao. Okay. It almost feels like a fraternity kind of thing where you're hazed in. Well, you're officially one of us now, like as the last card for America. Okay, so pay attention. I think this is why you predicted that Harry would get closer to the Queen. Exactly. I really hope Prince Harry and Prince William reconcile. Yes. William and family move to live closer with the Queen. Yeah, that counts. Yes. Your timing is amazing. Thank you. All right. He was too late to see her before she died. William was at her side. That's sad. So there's a troll in the chat in this video named Prince Harry, and we're trolling him back and reading him for filth. Don't mind that, honey. Focus on the predicted it, okay? We're going to get into predicted it here. Listen. There could be something there. Let's just go ahead and delete Prince Harry official. Bye, bitch. Thank you for being here. Have a good one. Alright. So I get the Queen of Pentacles as the last card for Prince Harry. You know, I'm wondering if this is the Queen. What's the Queen's zodiac sign? Is she a Pisces, maybe a Capricorn, Virgo? Or no, because you guys said Meghan is a Leo. Let me look up the Queen's zodiac sign. Let's look it up. She's a Taurus? I think this is the Queen. So it says Queen Elizabeth II is a Taurus. Can you guys see it? Hey, Michiko. It says she's a Taurus. I think this is the Queen, you guys. If she's a Taurus, I think this is the Queen. Alright? I wonder if the Queen has still royal duties for him to do. I don't think the Queen has completely let go, but I think there's negotiations over him, Prince Harry meaning, and the Queen. Like, it kind of feels like to me, should I pass? What about Prince Harry? Like, I feel like the Queen, even though she does seem stoic and cold, she actually does have love for Prince Harry. She does still love her grandson, you know. So you're not done with you're not done with the royal system. You're not done with your royal duties, is what I see. Even though you are getting more Americanized, or something where you're not quite done with your royal duties. You have not been fully absolved, all right, from your your royal duties, is what I see. I feel like he still keeps in touch with the kingdom, the queendom, whatever you want to call it. I feel like he still keeps in touch with the royal family. It may more so be the Queen, or people connected to the Queen. I don't see so much the brother. So I think you end up coming back to the kingdom via your grandmother, is what I see, Prince Harry. Alright? There could be something prominent, maybe about February, March, maybe 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months. And that's what I see for Prince Harry. Oh, is that what Gio was talking about? Like 12 when I said 12? That was a predicted it. Did you guys hear that? Let's watch that one more time. This was just... How long ago was this? Let's look one more time. This was on September 5th, so this was 3 days ago, you guys. Only 3 days ago, I read on Prince Harry. Obviously, not knowing then that the Queen was going to pass, you know. But let's just take a look, because there's a predicted it right here. Let's listen one more time, alright? I feel like he still keeps in touch with the royal family. It may more so be the queen or people connected to the queen. I don't see so much the brother. So I think you end up coming back to the kingdom via your grandmother, is what I see, Prince Harry. Alright? There could be something prominent, maybe about February, March, maybe 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months. And that's what I should have said 12 hours. Maybe that would have been like extra predicted it, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes it escapes you. But I did say that he was going to end up coming back to the kingdom via his grandmother. True. Predicted it. Let's take a look at one more video I did last night on the queen herself. Alright? Child. If this isn't a predicted it extravaganza, honey, in the worst way, girl. Alright, let's take a look at last night's video. That already has 988 views. The last time I looked at the views on this video, it had like 600 something. Wow. Alright. So I don't even know where to begin with this, so we're just going to kind of skip around and see what I say. Because, I don't know. So much has gone on since last night, child. Let's take a look. Thoughts, minds, and emotions. Thank you for opening up the channel. Oh, wait, let me just do this really quickly. So once again, this was streamed last night on live, September 7th, 2022. Once again, the current date is September 8th, as you can see on my iMac. 2022, so this is a day later, a day after this video we're about to watch. Alright? You never know when I predicted it's going to come true. So that we can connect with the energy of Queen Elizabeth. Thank you for letting Queen Elizabeth's angels, ancestors, protectors know that we do come in peace, love, and light. And thank you for giving us clarity, insight, and understanding, Spirit. Amen, amen, amen. Rest in peace to the queen. Not awareness, you know, predicting, child. Alright, let's go and get into it. What is in store for Queen Elizabeth II? Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I am also available for personal readings on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can text me at 703-791-9162. What's in store? What is the future for Queen Elizabeth II? What can you tell us about Queen Elizabeth II? The first card I gave for Queen Elizabeth is the Nine of Wands. You know, the Nine of Wands shows up in a position of how she sees herself, how other people see her. She definitely is almost like, this is the way I hear it, and I mean this with no disrespect, but I'm hearing she's like a shell of what she used to be. It's clear that there is, but number 9 in numerology does deal with one's physical appearance as well. So it's clear just from her physical appearance that, you know, and this is from people who see her up close every day, all day, 24/7 in Buckingham Palace. I feel like even these people, it's clear to them that there's, you know how sometimes you can just tell from someone's appearance. You know, it's like towards the end of their age, towards the end of their days, it's like almost every day, it's like they age a little bit more and more each day. Not each year or each 5-10 years. It's like each day, it's like they look a little bit worse and worse, or more concerning and more concerning as time goes on. I feel like that's Queen Elizabeth, alright? And it's sad to see, to be honest, because it's like, what happens next? all they've known is the queen. All, the world known is the queen. What is it going to look like once the queen is no longer here, unfortunately? A shell, literally or figuratively? Good question, awareness. I get the Magician card in her placement of money, finances, and personal belongings. So, I don't know why I just heard life support. Like, there's something about, like, there is a prolonging of her life in some way, shape, or form. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear all those predicted hits I just had? Let's rewind. Right. Let's rewind real quick. All right. And remember, just remember, all right? It is very sad, Lady Venus Terra. Remember, this was the last night. So I must have been picking up on the energy as to what was going to happen the next day. Very sad, yeah. All right, remember, you guys, this was just last night. Literally, I don't know how many hours ago, all right? September 7th, 2022. So this was literally one day ago, yesterday. I did this reading. The first card I gave for Queen Elizabeth is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands shows up in a position of how she sees herself, how other people see her. She definitely is almost like, this is the way I hear it, and I mean this with no disrespect, but I'm hearing she's like a shell of what she used to be. It's clear that there is, the number 9 in numerology does deal with one's physical appearance as well. So it's clear just from her physical appearance that, and this is from people who see her up close every day, all day, 24/7, in Buckingham Palace. I feel like even these people, it's clear to them that there's, how sometimes you can just tell from someone's appearance? It's like towards the end of their age, or towards the end of their days, it's like almost every day, it's like they age a little bit more and more each day. Not each year or each 5-10 years. It's like each day, it's like they look a little bit worse and worse, or more concerning and more concerning as time goes on. I feel like that's Queen Elizabeth, alright? And it's sad to see, to be honest, because it's like, what happens next? All they've known is the queen. All, the world known is the queen. What is it going to look like once the queen is no longer here, unfortunately? A shell, literally or figuratively? Good question, awareness. I get the Magician card in her placement of money, finances, and personal belongings. So, I don't know why I just heard life support. Like, there's something about, like, there is a prolonging of her life in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's almost like, maybe at the end of every day she does have to use some sort of machine, or, to help, breathe, or keep her oxygen, her lung levels, up to par. Like, there's something where we're prolonging, like, we're putting money, not just prolonging, but we're putting money into prolonging things, keeping her alive, making things work. Like, that's what I get. Maybe she drinks a specific green drink every day, or a specific diet. Like, there's something where there's a prolonging, alright, allegedly, for YouTube entertainment purposes, okay? I do get the Fool card showing up in the placement of communication, intellect, the mind. It's interesting because in her mind, she's still, like, aware. Like, looking through her eyes, she's still aware of everything going on. It's just the body's breaking down. Does that make sense? It's like she's still sharp, not nearly as sharp as she was maybe 50, 40, 30, 20 years ago. Maybe not even 10 years ago. Like, she's still aware, but the body is just, like, tired, it feels like to me. And she understands she's coherent of what's going on. I think that's what I'm trying to say. She's coherent of what's going on with her and around her. Alright? I get the Seven of Wands in the placement of family, home, emotions for her. 7 does deal with secrets. 7 deals with spirituality, the connection to spirit. You know, the Queen, while she is very jubilant and she's very royal and classy, you know, and always has been, there's some dirt she may be tied to. Once again, allegedly. And is it one of those things where this dirt has to come out only after she's no longer here to defend herself? Does that make sense? There's certain things she's done, she's still aware of, that she's maybe not necessarily proud of. But you know, she is also a queen that has fought for certain things. But there's something about the decline of the last maybe, I don't know why I get like 20, 30 years to be honest, where there's been a less and less ability to be as effective, if that makes sense. It feels like the last 20, 30 years going back would be, oh, someone just bought a reading. Thank you to whoever just bought a reading. So a client just bought a reading. Luckily I have my phone on silent so you guys can't hear it. Alright. Green drink, soylent green people, child, honey. Let's not get into that. But right now. But so yeah, going back 20, 30 years, let's see, 20 years ago would have been 2002. 30 years behind that would have been 1992, which would have been a year after I was born. I was born December 27th, so 1991. So technically 1992, but anyway. So there's something since 1992. Now, obviously, I was just born then, so I'm not going to remember what went on around then. Maybe someone can tell me in the comment section below or the chat. But there's something since 1992. Did something happen to her around then where it's like she's kind of like, I feel like mentally, emotionally, maybe physically been on a decline, and therefore it's like a decline in terms of actual, I wouldn't say actual power, but actual like execution of power. Does that make sense? Anyway, alright. I get the Queen of Pentacles. You guys, we did establish she's a Taurus, so this definitely could be her. In the placement of creativity, self-expression, public affairs. You know, she has been showing up in the public fair and few lately, but I feel like even then, the times where she does show up in public, it is a little bit of like, it takes a little bit more than it used to with her. Like, she's not a spring chicken anymore is what I get. She's not, it's not the same energy I feel where, you know, even though she's 96, it's not like she can just get up and, oh, I'm awake and, you know, let's go, you know, all I need is my coffee. Like, I feel like she needs more than that. You know, maybe she needs a few hours to, like, get adjusted. Maybe she, needs some sort of green drink or something. I don't know. Like, there's something where, it takes more for the Queen to make an appearance than we would think, is what I pick up. But ironically, in her placement of health, daily routine, work, job, I get the World card. Which is interesting because it does tell me that, like, I guess for 96, this could mean that she is healthy as she could be or can be. But there's something also, to me, this tells me that, like, no matter what's going on with her, the show will go on. It's not that the show must go on, the show will go on. There's a difference, right? So there's something where, and I think that's why I got 20, 30 years ago, like there's something where even though the Queen is going through what she's going through in terms of her life journey, right? Buckingham Palace is still a moving, you know, it's like it's still a moving machine. It's like, okay, yeah, our Queen maybe, you know, kind of, you know, older in age and, you know, getting up there, but we still have a working fluid machine going here, despite so. Like, that's what I pick up. I get the Two of Pentacles showing up in the placement of one-on-one relationships, business partnerships. This kind of gives me the energy of, like, who's the next one to come? Who's the next king? Who's the next queen? Who does she pass the baton to? I've always seen Prince William kind of showing up, but look at the topsy-turviness, you know, can you guys see the top, like the boat's up here, but if you go over here, like the water level's like down here, which signifies that there's topsy-turviness, right? Emotionally, in some way. You know, she's not someone that trusts easily or trusts a lot of people, even her own family, the Queen Elizabeth. Like, that's the energy I get with her. She's not someone that trusts easily. She's very good at acting, or like she knows how to act like the queen or act like a queen. But there's a whole like recesses of her mind, like spinning. Once again, aware of exactly what's going on. She's gotten the memo and the rundown on everyone she's about to meet. Like, that's what I get with her. So she already knows what you're about, good and bad, before she shakes your hand. It's like that kind of energy. I get the Wheel of Fortune and her placement of this. Now, this is a placement of death, evolution, growth, change, an ending, and a transition to a new beginning. You know, this card in this position could mean she's gonna maybe last a while longer than we expect. I don't know why I just saw the number 5, but you know, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10 card. So I'm not sure if there's something about 5, maybe to 10 hours, 5 to 10 days, weeks, months, years, maybe. Oh shit. Wait a minute. 5 to 10 hours. Is that a predicted it? I wish I could know what time I went live yesterday. I feel like I went live yesterday early. So I don't know if that's a predicted it, but 70-year reign, I know. Wait a minute, you guys are saying, oh yeah, she did describe 1992 as her worst year. Yeah, I did read something like that later on. Which is interesting. I'm wondering what exactly happened that year. You know, I would like to know more about what happened in 1992 for the royals. Can someone do a documentary on that? I would like to know. Alright. Betty White died the same age as the Queen? Oh, wow. That's interesting. I wonder if they were friends, Betty White and the Queen. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to the video. I think if she lived to, you know, maybe 106, that would actually be kind of legendary. Who else could do that, you know, to be honest with you, especially in this day and age of, once again, the virus, right, that we live in. So, that's interesting. Alright, I do get the 9 of Cups, mind you, I'm trying to be respectful, right? I do get the 9 of Cups in replacement of optimism, good luck, open-mindedness, being open to new challenges, new opportunities. You know, with the 9 of Cups, though, I always see, like, that kind of, like, background where there's, like, the curtain, you can't see what's behind it. I always feel like there's secrets back there. Like, what's behind the curtain, you know? It's definitely her, the hold she has on international territories. Any international territories that she owns, have always been and will always be like the backbone of her queendom. So any country or space she owns besides England or the UK is a huge backing of her queendom, like being a queen, or as powerful as a queen as she is. You know, it kind of reminds me of Cleopatra and how Cleopatra didn't just own Egypt. She owned like several surrounding areas and was seeking to, you know, own more areas, specific areas. So that's kind of what I get. There is a connection to Queen Elizabeth and Cleopatra. I feel like maybe Queen Elizabeth has studied her, or like there's something about that I pick up. Okay, so Anita says, was that entity dealt with yet? Is the real person just functioning now? Y'all have some interesting comments and questions and concerns in this chat. I do get the sun in the placement of career, professional destiny, status in society, the past, karma. The sun does relate to new opportunities, new beginnings once again. Could the queen make a deal with the surrounding country or something like that? Because I feel like, once again, she's aware of what's going on. She's aware of what's going on with her body. And, what's going on with time and all things of this nature, being respectful. So it's like she kind of wants to, it's like there needs to be some big moves, some big changes so that she can put certain things in place, like a chessboard, so that the time she passes, it's easier for whatever successor she allows to come up, and take the crown. Does that make sense? So it's like, I'd rather make this move now, or make this deal now, or treaty now, or whatever it is, than have my successor deal with it and not know how to deal with it. Because mind you, she's been on the crown since, like, how long has she been in the crown? How long has Queen Elizabeth been queen? Let's see. Because y'all are really quiet in the chat. Let's see, how long has Queen Elizabeth II been queen? 70 years and 127 days. Oh, you guys can see it. Oops. Can you see it says 70 years and 127 days? It just got bright again. Damn it. Alright. I hate when it does that. Can't you lock it in so it doesn't get bright? iPhone, you need to figure out a way to do that. Once again, 70 years and 127 days. It just keeps getting bright on its own. I don't know how to make it not go bright. But you just saw that. So she's almost been queen for, boy, if she went another 30 years, she'd be queen for 100 years. That is legendary. But 70 years is even legendary. That's longer than Cleopatra to be a queen. Wow. Right? I get the 10, no shade to Cleopatra, of course, I do get the 10 of Pentacles. I see a new deal, like a new treaty or something like that actually, like coming for the queen. I don't know if it's going to be something big or like, that's widely announced. It could be. There could be something about, so far from what I'm seeing, I have one more card to pull in the spread. It could be within 10 to 11 days maybe, or 10 to 11 weeks, 10 to 11 months. There could be something prominent about the new year. Maybe January, February, March, that kind of energy, alright? Yeah, I get the 10 of Cups. In terms of the Queen, once again, the show will go on despite whatever happens. But they have no intentions whatsoever of her passing soon. As long as she seems to have her faculties about her, and as long as there's no major issues health-wise, I don't know why I keep hearing arteries, then they're going to continue to allow her to work. But they are monitoring her diligently. And once again, the show is going on around her. She's still prominent in certain affairs, but I don't think she's as prominent in all affairs. Once again, maybe as she was 10, 20 years ago, alright? Or maybe even 5 years ago. They still need her to sign off on certain things, but it could be as time goes on, maybe she actually needs another hand to help her sign. Like, it could be one of those things, to be honest with you. So, the show will go on. The next successor, in terms of kin, will be someone who is married and has children. Alright, I feel like who are young. And we may hear of this before she passes, actually. Alright? Give the queen like Obama, Dama, Mohammed. That was a predicted smorgasbord right there. There were so many predicted it's in that reading. There's still like another, I don't know, 45 minutes or 40 minutes or so. So once again, if you want to watch the full reading, you can watch the full reading on your own time. I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time. We've almost been on here for an hour. But you guys, I knew this was going to be an hour. I remember I was running errands, and I knew I was going to do a predicted it, and I was waiting in line like, oh my god, I still have to put my wig on and touch up my makeup. And then I was like, I got home, and I was like, I feel like this predicted it's going to be over an hour. And then here we are, another predicted it. So it's very sad, you guys. I predicted that the queen would pass. I predicted basically everything that's happening with the queen after. I even predicted something that was going to happen with Prince Harry. Alright? So, what else do you predict about America than Lamarr? You're genius. Thank you, Christina. This has been so good, right, Lucy Lou? So, if you want me to predict something for you, honey, alright, I am available, okay? Call me, beat me if you want to reach me, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can text me at 703-791-9162. I know one of you purchased a reading recently, or just like, I don't know, a couple minutes ago. Visit my website. I have all different types of readings. Phone readings do have same day priority. I have been quite busy lately, so, you know, just keep that in mind. Actually, I have a few emails to answer. I have a lot going on today. But I did have to come on and do this predicted it. Let me look at some of your comments before I sign off. I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Alright. Trisha is a Taurus. I wonder if her and the queen have the same birthday. Interesting question. Suri Moon says, hi everyone, I had to catch up, but I remember the reading you did about Harry and how he was going to end up back in the royal family because of the queen. Oh, you did that. Yes, Suri. Exactly. I showed that. Yes, that was a predicted it. Aaron says, Lady Venus, I'm 421. I was in grade school when I found out my birthday was on the same day as hers. I'm trying to think if I have the same birthday as anyone famous. Let me see. Famous people born on December 27th. Let me see. I know a lot of people, like you guys, some of you guys born on my same birthday, but let's see if anyone's born famous on our birthday. Alright, famous people born on December, because I'm born December 27th. I'm not going to tell you the year, you can guess. And depending on what you guess, I might be offended or not, maybe not. Marlene Dietrich, is that how you say her name? Was born on December 27th. John Amos was born December 27th. I'm trying to see names that like look familiar to me. I don't recognize any of these names. Those are the only names I recognize, to be honest with you. Marlene Dietrich. Is that how you say her name? Marlene Dietrich. Was born the same day as me. December 27th. I kind of feel she's iconic. Marlene Dietrich is so fly and style. I know, right? I was watching a video about her a couple months ago. Y'all, how the fuck we call? Yes, awareness. You called it. You said it in the video. Like, rest in peace to the queen. Child, look at us predicting stuff up in here. I love us. We slay. This channel slays. If you are not subscribed, honey, if you are not a member, you need to subscribe and become a member. Okay? Period. You have Selena Gomez's birthday. That's cool. I like Selena Gomez. I like to see her growth. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of her. But I like to see her growth. I remember when she was on the Disney Channel, but I never watched her show. I was more of a Hannah Montana and That's a Raven kind of person, to be honest. She was a good actress. I think Aquarius and Capricorn are a lot alike. Yes, very much so. Yeah. So you guys, this is a very sad situation. You know, I don't even know how to end this video. How do you end a video talking about a queen who has been a queen for as long as I've been born, you know? and beyond. This is just a legendary day in so many ways. Number one, because, you know, it is the end of an iconic queen's life. And I feel like now I need like a shirt of the queen, or, because, you know, I have UK in my ancestry DNA, right? Did I tell you that? I have something about UK, London, England in my ancestry DNA. So I'm kind of in my feelings, and I feel like I need to represent for my UK people, my UK ancestry, alright? So there's that. But also number two, child, we had a whole bunch of predicted it's in this video, okay? Let's just keep it real. Rest in power, Queen Elizabeth. Yes, definitely the second. And I look forward to see how, we're keeping an eye as well on how Prince Charles and the gang, Prince William, Kate Middleton, Prince Harry, and how Meghan Markle, you know, how the gang follows suit after the passing of a legendary, iconic, irreplaceable queen. All right. I mean, I feel like this is like the death of Cleopatra in real life. Not exactly, but you get what I mean, right? I was just talking about the queen this morning with my coworkers, and later on we find she passed away. It was a weird day. Like, she came to my mind today before it happened. You know what's interesting is I woke up. I won't tell you how I fell asleep, but not that it's a bad story, but it's irrelevant. I ended up waking up early this morning around 9 a.m. and I got a text message from one of my friends saying, she was like, I just watched your video about the queen. She's about to die, or she's about to pass. I was like, oh my god, because at the end of the video I remember saying something. I think one of you guys asked, will she make it to 97, and I just pulled quick cards on it, and I think I did say I could see her living to 97, and that was the first thing that came to my, you know, predicted it. All right, that's just how my mind works. I know it's cynical. All right, don't judge me. All right, I'm Mercury and Mars in Sagittarius. It's just how I work. All right, so that was my first thought. I was like, oh my god, I said she was gonna live to 97. But I didn't believe it at first, because it's like, okay, let me see, because, you know, you never know how spirit, you know, like, you know, will develop things, and lo and behold, she passed. And I was like, damn, well, I still have other predicted it's in there, but, like, I don't know how to feel. Like, you know, like, yay for predicted it's, but, like, the queen's dead. Like, I don't really feel good about that, to be honest. I feel in my feelings a little bit, just a little bit, you know, I'm not... You know, I'm from America, but like, I don't know, you know, I feel the loss, you know, as someone who is spiritual. So why are so many people in tune to her passing? Because she's the queen of England. She's Queen Elizabeth II. She's lived through, so she was queen, someone said, since she was 25. I mean, there's videos of her meeting Marilyn Monroe. You know, she goes that far back. You know, a young Queen Elizabeth meeting a young Marilyn Monroe. There's a video out there of that. Check it out. She's lived through a lot. She's seen a lot. You know. And she's also a grandmother. You know, a great-grandmother. It's just like, I don't know, it's a loss of family. You know. I had this feeling she was going to go soon because Prince Philip passed. Like, I felt like she was going to follow soon after. Yeah, I'm in my feelings too. I feel bad for Harry, right? In tune as in people predicting her passing. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just feel things. And once again, I think this isn't just the Queen Elizabeth passing. This is an iconic moment in history. And as I said that, I just got a FaceTime call that I can't answer. I don't know why. Oh, this is my uncle FaceTiming me. Ciao. I'll call him back, honey. This is an iconic moment in history. September 8th, 2022 will always be cemented as the day Queen Elizabeth II passed. I don't care if it's 10 years from now or 2,000 years from now. We still remember the day Cleopatra passed. Allegedly. Alright? We might have to do another reading on that. Alright? To see the true history of that. Okay? What you mean, why is everyone so in tune? She's a legend. Exactly. She looked over so many Commonwealth nations: Ireland, South Africa, Kenya, Australia. Exactly. I found out Canada last night. Someone said Canada too. We all mourn for her in some way. Exactly. Oh, they were born the same year, Marilyn Monroe and Queen Elizabeth II. Really? I didn't know that. Interesting. That's iconic. Sad day for sure, right, Tangerine? Lisa says Harry must be so sad he didn't get to see her before her passing. Yeah, I do feel bad for Harry. You know, especially after the reading we did on him 2 days ago, or however many days ago it's been since we did that reading. We might need to do an updated reading on Harry now. Oh my gosh. Let's write him down, you guys. Let's write down Prince Harry update reading. Let's wait a few days or a few weeks, you know, because it's fresh. But let's write him down. Prince Harry update. We need to do an update on Prince Harry. I think he is our favorite. Is he your favorite? He's my favorite. Just saying. Alright. Besides Diana. You look fabulous, darling. Thank you, Tangerine. She was on Canadian dollars. She was, Aaron. Yes, she was. I know that for a fact because a couple months ago I could not sleep for some reason, and I just felt like looking up like what does money look like in Japan? What does money look like in the UK? What does money look like in Canada? And she showed up on one of the Canadian bills or whatever they're called. Alright, so I do remember that. That is true. I know I'm weird. Don't judge me, okay? Jessica B. Millen says, maybe I should have tapped in instead of tuned in. I mean, it's all the same. Yes, awareness. We're psychic. I just thought to myself, she's probably going to pass. He's my favorite, and he was Diana's favorite also. Interesting. Great minds think alike. Yes, please do an update on Harry. Yeah, we're going to have to do an update on Harry, down the line. Harry was 15 minutes late to see her. So sad. But the point is, at least he got to see her, you know? The point is, at least he got to see her, you know? And I'm sure she was still spiritually and energetically in the room, you know? Because remember, I said in her reading, she liked Harry too. She loved Harry too. The Queen Elizabeth II loved Harry too, okay? He was still her grandchild, period. Okay? Tangerine says, what drama will Meghan cause now? I don't even want to think about Meghan right now. Okay? I'm still mourning over the Queen. Okay? I don't want to think about Meghan. I don't even want to write down her name right now. Okay? We'll have to worry about her later. Harry was in London too and still late. Update the economy and everything in America. Yeah, because there's a whole lot of stuff going on over here too. At least he got to see her. Exactly. Everyone loves Harry. Yeah, Harry's my favorite, to be honest. Outside of Diana, there was a point, because you have to remember, like, I was born in 1991, so I remember Prince William and Prince Harry, like, when they were kids, like, as if I knew them. But there was a point where I remember when I was young, Prince William seemed cool. But somewhere in his, like, I don't know, 20s, 30s, he, like, I don't know, he kind of lost touch a little bit. Just personally as an outsider looking in. I don't know. Alright? Allegedly. Lady Venus Terra says, but I do like Prince William as well. Don't get me wrong. Lady Venus Terra says, I hear people are blaming Harry and Meghan for the Queen's death. Oh my god. As much as I don't like them, I find it unfair to blame them for something they aren't responsible for. I agree. They're not responsible for her death. I promise you. Christina Young says, I love Kate Middleton. She's a Capricorn like you. Really? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at Kate Middleton a little bit closer. I didn't know she's a Capricorn. Did she want to see Harry before she passed? Question for his reading. That's a good question. He was partying? I mean, that sounds like Harry, though. He seems like an escapist. Applecake says, but she looks so healthy. What really happened? Do you think it's COVID? I don't know. I feel like it's too soon to ask, like, to do a reading and ask questions like that. I don't know. I just feel like it's in poor taste, right now. Maybe we can ask that down the line, though. They're not responsible. Yeah, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are not responsible for the Queen's passing. Harry's my favorite. I do like Kate, though. Well, now that I know she's a Capricorn, I might like her a little bit more. I don't know. I like William. I like William, too. He just seems kind of like a little bit of a stick in the mud. A little. I don't know. Aaron says, but I hope some healing can happen within the family now. I know. It'll be so interesting to, like, see what happens now. Because was Queen Elizabeth the last of, like, the OGs? Or is there, like, still an OG member? Is there, like, an aunt or an uncle still left or something like that? I mean, aside from Prince Charles, obviously. But, I don't know. I just feel like Queen Elizabeth, like, it's really, like, the end of an era. Like, that's just what, it's, like, a big deal, William is a Cancer and Kate is a Capricorn. They are polar opposites, yin and yang. You look amazing. Thank you, Lady Shay. In his 20s, he was partying. That's probably why he was relatable. Yes, I remember that. Tangerine says, I was praying Harry would get to talk to the Queen before she passed, or alone before she passed. Yeah. Awareness says, I think she was just old. Her spirit was ready. Sometimes the body can be strong-ish, but the soul wants to go. That's why it seemed to have gone from 0 to 100. Yeah. No more OGs left. That's so sad. I think that's why it also feels so, like, palatable, or, like, like, it just hurts a little. Because it's, like, the last of an OG, Like, what's next? I mean, not to say that, like, I don't know. You just can't live up to the Queen, Elizabeth II. Right, Fonzie? Right? Fonzie. It's that time of the show. Yeah, yes, an end of the last generation, the 1920s. The 1920s was when my great-grandfather, I remember, was born, I think. And, I got to spend time with my great-grandfather, but I often look back and, like, I'm like, I wish I would have been able to spend more time with him. I think about him a lot. I think his spirit visits me a lot, too. I was actually thinking I need a picture of him so I can maybe make an altar of him, or maybe at least have his picture around the house. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing like a grandparent. There's nothing like a great-grandparent. The wisdom that they have, the insight, the comfort, My great-grandfather and great-grandmother used to watch me when I was a kid, That's a privilege, So having Queen Elizabeth for as long as the kingdom had her was a privilege. She will never be replaced, right, Lucy Lou? The Elizabethan age is over. Yes, Lady Venus Cara. Does Charles count as an OG? I mean, not really. Because he's Queen Elizabeth's child, so he's an heir to her. I'm like more so like maybe like someone that was like a sister or brother like to Queen Elizabeth herself. That would have been an OG. Princess Anne is an OG. Is that the Queen's sister? Fonzie, baby, I know. Let's just give Fonzie some love. Yeah, come here. No. Okay, he doesn't want to come up. I think he's hungry, actually. He might be hungry. If you count Charles, then you have to include Andrew and the Queen's daughter. They are technically boomers. I don't count the children, though, as OGs. I count them as still the new generation. So I count all the Queen's children as the new generation. And everyone after is the new generation. To me, personally. Now, everyone may think differently, but that's just me. Oh, Anna's her daughter. How many children did she have? I don't know. I count all the children as the new generation. But maybe if Anne's the oldest. I don't know. Yes, and she started so early at 25. The next will be kings. Exactly. Okay, Anne is the daughter. The Queen's sister Margaret passed away. I remember, I remember watching clips of is it called The Crown or something like that on HBO or Netflix? And I remember Princess Margaret being in some of those clips. It's sad now. I'm going to look back at those clips and be sad now. Awareness says, I wonder what this signifies energetically for the world. I kind of feel like a set-off point. Yeah, this is a big deal, you guys, to be honest with you. Like, I know we live here in America, and, you know, like, it's still a big deal for the whole world, to be honest. Period. But I want to ask all these questions, but I just feel like it's too soon to ask. Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. Interesting. The Crown was so good. I might have to watch it now. Like, fully through. Yes, Queen is the last OG. The kids, a new generation. We have the new generation of the royals, child. The new generation of the royals, honey. Wow. What is that going to look like? I mean, it feels like a new generation of a reboot of a TV show. Like, I don't know. Alright. Who's watching the funeral? I think I'm going to watch it. I think I might watch it too. I don't know. When is it though? Anne is brave. She fought off a would-be kidnapper on her own. I read that somewhere, I think. Yes, Lamarr, this is very significant for the world. Far-reaching implications, yes. Can you let me know what does it mean when someone passed and you actually feel the world shifting? It's a paradigm shift. It's about to get messy. I think you might have to wait 3 days to ask, but I feel we don't know when she actually passed. That's true. The funeral's in 10 days. Interesting. Everybody's dying, but life is going to go on. Yeah, that's the unfortunate case. Alright, so if the funeral's in 10 days, we'll see what leads up to the funeral. But for now, let's leave our questions until after the funeral. Alright? And then we'll see how the energy is after the funeral. Alright? I mean, this is about as iconic as when Prince Charles and Diana got married, to be honest with you. Alright? Child, I don't know how to end this video other than I feel so, you know, I feel so much for those who are affected by this in the UK and any surrounding areas and countries in which the Queen had reign over. Alright, and I'm also interested to see what lies ahead with the Royal Kingdom and, you know, Queendom. Moving forward, we will be keeping an eye on everything going on. This was a predicted it. Many predicted it, but predicted it overall, alright? I would say, how many predicted it do we have in here? About 4 or 5? Anyways, end in prayer. That's a good point, yes. Prince Charles better stay in line and not cause any trouble for the monarchy. If he declares a political position, he will cause division in the country. Neutrality is a must. Oops, I meant King Charles. Interesting. I think I made that Freudian slip last night. I said King Charles. Now I know why. Alright. Thank you, Spirit, for just bringing peace to our hearts, understanding to our minds, and calmness to our spirits. In the name of Jesus, anyone watching this video, anyone affected by the loss of the Queen, I know that one prayer cannot change or heal the world, Father God, but I ask that this one prayer be heard and touched by those who need to hear it and feel it. Thank you for, most of all and most importantly, bringing peace and understanding, love and light to the Royal Kingdom and to the family members of Queen Elizabeth II. And most importantly as well, we ask that they be given respect during this time as well. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, and amen. Alright? And that's how we'll end this video. Once again, if you want a reading from me, definitely reach out to me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am available for readings, and I would love to read for you. I've got to go. I'm late for a meeting, and I've got a whole bunch of readings to get to, alright? Leslie says, on a global political landscape, it is everyone else who better observe Charles. Things are about to get even more crazy. Alright, you guys. I will see you later. Love and light. And rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. An icon. A legend. Someone who is completely irreplaceable. Love you guys.